Time Heart Transplant Patient, Stephen Taibbi has been told his whole life that he had an expiration date. Though that date kept moving, it was still a constant thought in his mind. Instead of letting that get him down, Stephen chose, as he calls it, an attitude of gratitude, and grabbed life by the horns. He managed to have a good career in the entertainment industry and even learned to fly glider planes. He's married and has lived a full life. He has written a book entitled Grateful Guilt, Living in the Shadow of My Heart, which is his story of struggle and perseverance. His story is amazing and truly inspiring, and in this interview you hear some of it. So please, enjoy and consider becoming an organ donor today.
We've come to the point where almost everybody in my interviews dreads because they don't know what's coming next. We've hit the point of interview roulette. At the beginning of the interview, I had you pick 5 random numbers, 1 to 250. These are the questions that correspond to them. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
First question. What is something you don't mind paying more money for?
Dinner.
Yeah. If you're going out to eat, what's your cuisine of choice?
Well, Italian, but that's not, Tennessee doesn't have much Italian. So now that I'm here, there's semi-Italian here, which is probably what I still would go with.
If you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be?
My mother.
Did she sing, or is it just
my mother sounded like Ella Fitzgerald for real. She was phenomenal. Wow. She was phenomenal, and I haven't heard her voice in quite a long time, so that would probably be who I'd want to do it with.
Now, being in the entertainment industry, to the capacity that you were, do you sing?
No. Oh, I croak.
Twice, it sounded like.
Yeah, right.
All right. At what age did you read your first comic book?
Oh, Lord, probably 4 or 5.
Do you remember what it was?
So Lancelot.
King Arthur tales.
Yeah.
Do you still read comics?
No.
Because I know you're an avid reader.
Yeah, I'm an avid reader. I read about 4 or 5 books a month.
Do you just grow out of comic books, or?
Yeah, I grew out of comic books when I was like 13, 14.
Well, that sounds terrible, sir. I hope it never happens to me.
Fate worse than death.
Yeah. Well, I like a lot of sure, you can go superheroes and stuff like that, but I like a lot of the independent comics that came out, and, because they deal with different issues and stuff like that. And, there's a few of them that are just really solid stories, despite the fact that they are comic books,
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I hope that's something that never is an affliction I never have to deal with. I don't want to grow out of comic books.
Well, I know the comics that they have today are way different than the ones they had but I never kept up with them, so I have no idea about anything. So,
Are there any funny stories your family tells about you that come to mind?
Yes. When I'm the only natural born child to my parents. I have 3 siblings. They're all adopted. My parents didn't think they'd be able to have children. And they took me to the orphanage when they were going to pick up my sister. And my sister, the girl they had picked out and were going to adopt was a little black girl, right? And they brought me to the orphanage, and so I had to have been like 3. And then I see this. My sister is actually Eurasian. She's half Chinese, half English, and I saw this little girl over there, and I ran over to her, and I started going, "This is my sister. This is my sister." And they were like, "Okay, we'll take this one instead of the other one." And that's how we got my sister Naomi, because I picked her out.
Well, I'm sure growing up, I can send you back, right?
I picked you. I can send you.
It's like the parents. I brought you into this world. I can take you out. I kept the receipt.
That's a good one. I kept the receipt. I love that.
All right. And then finally, what's the best thing about your life?
That I'm grateful for everything.
I would agree. Yeah. I have to say that despite all the trials and tribulations that it seems like your life is thrown at you, call it God, call it universe, or just call it bad luck, you have come out of it, it seems, with a wonderful outlook and wonderful attitude towards life. Now, I'm sure that there are days where you want to kick everything in your path. We all have them.
Yes.
But it really does seem like you've found the secret to life.
And the secret to life is being grateful for all things. I'm everybody who's listening to me, try it. Give it a shot, but you have to really do it. And if you're grateful for everything, it changes something inside of you. It makes you healthier. It makes it easier for you to heal. It makes it easier for you to deal with other people. If there's a jerk on the road and he cuts you off, be grateful you're not in the mood he's in, or she's in, because they're angry and they're something and you're not. So good. Let them be them and you be you, and you be grateful that and maybe you say, geez, I hope their day gets a little better.
Yeah. And like I had said earlier on, is, there is a simple exercise that you at home can do in the morning when you wake up, instead of, oh, fuck, another day, think of 5 things that you're grateful for.
Absolutely.
They can be anything from the fact that the sun is shining when you woke up to the fact that you're about to go have coffee. Hell, that first pee in the morning, you could be grateful for. It's literally anything. Pick 5 things and do that for a month. Commit yourself to doing that for 30 days. And I guarantee you're going to see a different outlook. You're going to feel different after those 30 days. Because
I think that's a great exercise for people to do. I think that's a wonderful suggestion.
Till they get to the point where you're at, where you're just grateful every day.
Yeah, you just it becomes a habit. After 30 days, things become a habit. So everybody listen to Odd. He's got a really good suggestion for you there.
Don't let my wife hear that. She hates when people listen to me. She thinks I'm just going to get everybody in trouble, which, who knows? All right, Stephen, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure to speak with you. Everybody else, you need to go pick up Grateful Guilt, Living in the Shadow of My Heart. It's available in audio version on Google Play, Kobo, Walmart, Scrib, Chirp, Apple, Nook, Audiobooks, HiBooks, and Libro FM. And you can also buy physical copies, I believe, through Amazon, correct?
Through Amazon, and what's Barnes and Noble has it, and although I hear they run out of it every once in a while, but you could absolutely get it on Amazon.
And if for some reason they wanted it autographed by you, I'm sure they can reach out to you, right?
Absolutely. Go to my website, gratefulguilt.com. You don't even have to put the www and just gratefulguilt.com, or go to my Facebook page, Stephen Taibbi, author, and tell me what you want. We can connect there. Most people connect with me on Facebook on Stephen Taibbi, author.
I'm there.
Yes, you are.
In fact, I followed your author page with my personal page and my 2 pages that I run. So yeah, Stephen, thank you again.
Oh, man. Did we connect on LinkedIn yet?
No, I forgot.
Let's
connect
will get
on
LinkedIn.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you again, man, for sitting down and talking with me.
Thank you so much. First of all, I really enjoy you, and this was a great show. So thank you very much.
I'm gonna blush. Stop it.